don't mean it's something that you're destined to repeat. Oh, you're stronger than you think. You know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are. Oh, I'll be waiting in the car in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys
what up, big homie?
and the Los Angeles Chargers. All teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. And isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent game here, but short of the first.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Gene, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Bails out of the pocket quick. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he goes out and close to that 45-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And he's tackled for the first down yardage.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, Kate. They say the football is cyclical. Well, I sure hope we see the fullback come back. There's just something about that guy. Something about that position. And he just showed you right there, going to get you a first down. They can be difference makers, too.
Set. Go.
They'll run here with Amarion Hampton. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. A new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense to the line fast.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they'll take him down after he advances this to about the 43. Offense in the hurry up here.
Down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dak out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He may have taken away that quick slant. Look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
We're going to 54. Right here. 47. Go. Get out there. Everybody, kill.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to SoFi right after this. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Catch made by Schoonmaker. And that tackle came at the last moment to save the first, didn't it? That sets up 3rd and short from the 37.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Would have been a tough 54-yard field goal, so instead they're keeping the offense out there on 4th down. Oh, quick throw here, left side. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Kappa. Hey, easy.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Herbert gonna tuck and run. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of 1.
To the air on 3rd and long. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but at least so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And we're still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. On 4th down, here's Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive. A lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
It's Herbert once more. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And this one does not go far. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now. They need 7. Slot man motioned over. Herbert throwing again. Over the screen, they hint it. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Prescott here from the gun. Forced back to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Benjamin St-Juste picks it off.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 42.
First down from the 42. Here's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And they're on it right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
LA uses a
yards.
timeout here. It's 2nd.
The Chargers.
And they still have 1 in their
down.
pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard
Offense is set.
line.
1st and 10. Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Has some room to work. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Throughout check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. First and 10, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
3 yards to go.
From the gun is Prescott. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. Snap is off. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
He hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm prosthetic. Baby, talk about it, how to get it. Only good for saving face, seeing the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the problem.
Kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Turpin with a return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
You don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. Slide in.
Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Dak out of the pistol. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That's Lamb running slant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He tucks it and takes off. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Setting him on the dime. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Working quickly here.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're looking to throw. Buying some time right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Hampton now up the middle. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up. Shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. So we do get a timeout from the defense just before the 2-minute warning. So one more play before we reach that break. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Set.
He's back to throw. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chargers up by 6. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll look to throw it. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick. And the Cowboys have some new life in the 4th.
I'm not going to lie. When he dropped that to pass, I was surprised they were willing to put it in the air. But how about this defense? They weren't surprised, and now they give their offense a chance to go win it.
First and 10 from the 43. Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked up Cam Hart. And the Chargers make the play that should win them this game.
I know he started the play.
Yo, what the fuck was that, bruh? He had him beat, bruh.
Like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed
That's
yardage in the open space.
crazy.
Make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
To line on first and 10.
I can't
Chargers
believe it,
beneficiaries
dog.
of some good field position.
Nah, that had nothing to do with Dak Prescott. He had him beat. He threw it. That should have been touchdown, bruh. What?
There's a dive up the middle.
That can't throw that far?
First down, so no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp.
All right, bro.
Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life
All
when
right,
it matters.
Final timeout taken by
GG.
the Cowboys. Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
That call right there was all about setting up an easier 3rd down. Sure, he could have potentially gotten the 1st down, Kate, but now you've opened up your playbook on 3rd down that much more.
Delta, set.
Back to throw. Headed out right. He's going for it himself. Herbert lost the football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Well, they're going to face 4th down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved him.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully give their defense a much better field position to defend from.
Good game.
He's got the Charger 1st down. That should be all she wrote in this one.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Set. Lion, lion, lion.
They're going to pass it here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. They did it! He made the interception!
Come on, get off!
Cowboys were looking for some kind of
Good game.
miracle at the end. They nearly got it, but this game is over. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small...
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick she got.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's all down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. There we go. Kill.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice. Now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another run for Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On third down, here's Williams. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
And I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the game to the outside, contained it for mental yardage. It's going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Kill.
Prescott now off the play fake. Off pass to Williams. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Dak now from the gun. He rolls to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Yeah, here we go. I take the line in. Here we go, 47. 46.
Running for the marker with Williams. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the second. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, they're going to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here.
Catch his ass. What the fuck? Yo, let's go, man. You gotta turn up, man. What the fuck? It's a battle of Texas, man.
To an offense.
Come on.
This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Stroud from the pistol. This is complete to Schultz. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, Stroud. More pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Stroud now. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
The lack of points, the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. It will be a first down, Texans.
Down at the 15-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. To the air, Stroud. This one's caught. And he stops. Give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a 1st and goal.
7-yard gain. That's another Texans.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here in 2nd and goal.
And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime.
All right, Dak, you got 1 minute.
Naimi Fairbairn
Let's
off
go.
for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. And gain 11 on that play. And that's good good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Kill.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
8 yards. It's second down.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. From the gun is Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
Third down.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught by Williams. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Here we go, Riley. We're going to 54, Riley. Done. We go 47. 26.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty. And
CD, I hit you in the chest, man.
Even the best receivers, they've got
I literally hit you in the numbers, right?
Never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Completed over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Texans, first down.
Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. Keeping it with Mixon. He's out of the clear. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Flushed out of the pocket. No finding his back. Mixon. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Dumps it off to his running back. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that.
Come on, you can't miss, bro.
Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. And of course, that contact separated man from ball. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through.
Right, let's go for it.
In a number
It's time.
of different ways on the field.
Actually, no.
That's the
Just
best way
go
to
for a
gain
drag,
it
go
as a
win the game.
Turpin with a return.
Let's see.
He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing.
At the 50-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Dak out of the pistol. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys come through to tie it in the 4th. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Texans 13.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
All right, let's go play some defense, man. Come on, man. Fuck. Go play some
Here's
fucking
Smith on the
defense.
return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Smith on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
All right.
Back to throw, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Nico Collins.
Try and get it into Nico Collins. And now they face second down.
Second and 10.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33.
What?
Goes to the hurry up here.
And the Texans first down.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left
Turn around.
side.
Turn around, bro. See it the whole way.
Swatted away by the defense. Still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Again, Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Texans first down.
On the quick, right?
Stroud from the pistol. Into the hands of Schultz. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts.
At the 48-yard line.
All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning.
All right.
Here's Stroud again. Set up the screen here for Marks. And that will not be enough for a first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans down by only one. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Here we go.
Now to throw. This connects
What the
with
fuck
Higgins.
was that?
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the Cowboys
They'll come away
29-yard
happy
line.
getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
It's Mixon on second down. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Mixon on the carry.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Brings up 3rd.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
118. Let's go. Hey, south.
Ooh, play clock running out. D'Amico Ryans calls for a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Go, go. Out, the slide. What? 18. What's that? 2J.
Desperation time here.
Oh, the fuck was that? Good game, boy.
Is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Now we get a timeout, and with just 2 seconds left, this game has set us up with an incredible ending. So now it's all up to Kaimi Fairbairn. High percentage look for him here from the left hand. The kick is good. He got it. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
Here comes the train. Here comes the train if you want to catch it. If you go around the back, you can see it over the bridge. Yeah, it's going to come up, and then it'll turn in about 20 minutes, it'll come back. But if you go in the back here, you can see it go over the bridge. It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, listening to those jackasses, who would have thought that there'd be more controversy with the Eagles and whether or not Jalen Carter was signed? So, I'll tell you what, I'm going to paint this, and you can listen to this for a little bit.
Hey dude, where did you get my Snapchat from? ain't getting a lot just like the dish detergent. I put CC's on that whole just ain't that serious. Yeah. Hey, DJ Frisco 9-5. Damn. Yeah. Hey. Look. A little birdie said you did me dirty. And the story keep on getting worse and getting worried. Yeah. I'm going over more in front of Billy. 2009 I'm lit, I told him hurry up. Yeah, hurry up and boom before I charge a fortune. Like these Arab women treat me.
There are 5 needs between a man and a woman. 10 actually. The top 5 needs for a man is he has a need for him to drop his crack. He has a need for sexual fulfillment. He has a need to be respected, and he has a need for recreation or companionship. Let me watch the game or watch the game with me. And the 5th one is he has a need for usually domestic support. There's some men that can take care of him. Woman, she has 5 needs. She has a need for her husband to be honest and open with her at all times. She has a need to communicate. She has a need for affection. She has a need for, I can't remember what it's called, but if you are a good father, it meets a need. 5th one is she needs support. Guess what I do? What I do is I teach them what the word says about how a man is supposed to carry himself, how a woman is supposed to carry herself, and so that's the love part. Here's the like part. The like part is what you need in order to be happy. What destroys a lot of marriages is not the lack of love, it's the lack of love. Wait, what? What destroys most marriages, you know that there are couples that they don't like each other, but they stay together, and they still love each other, but they can't stand each other. Yep. What destroys most marriages is you won't stop doing what you don't want. For example, I love my wife, but I don't like the way she dresses. I love my wife, but she will not work out and get in shape with me. I love my wife, but I can't stand the raggedy way in which she talks to me. So a lot of times, it's the likes.
Click the link.
Coming in the air.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And go play fake here with Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down from the 42.
53, 53.
Smith to the air now. He gets this to Michael Mayer.
Come on, Zero. Come on, Zero.
Still out across midfield. They're to the 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup.
I like Genty, but I can't let him go off today. I'm sorry. Seven gonna have to beat, not Genty.
I mean, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another give here to Genty. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's a screen play to Genty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Giving this to Genty. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Raiders are going to have the first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they just look for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Back to Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
This is Genty on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders get the game's first points here in the 2nd. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in the past.
All right, Genty, I see you.
A lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why?
Yeah, 95.
It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Carlson good on the extra points. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Dak now from the gun. That's Lamb on his slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
did such a good job of not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run, add on to that catch.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. Coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stop that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 on that one. That'll be good for a Dallas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Straight ahead with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
15 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
First down, here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Vacates quickly left side. Throws caught. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone. But what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, Kimmy did a terrific job finding that out.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Went the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Dak out of the pistol. Chased out to his right.
Well, positive yardage is positive yardage. And he got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the first after what looked like a broken play.
3rd and goal.
Two yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get their first points of this game just before halftime. George Pickens, the touchdown.
The kicker on for
Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Mostert on the return. Oh, he rocks that tackler. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
This is Williams. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Somebody unmistakable Max Crosby.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out.
1st and 10 from the 43. A handoff to Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safety call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards. It's a short completion with it.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another run for Williams. He's unable to get away. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. In the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Has it down close. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
All right, defense, let's go get a stop, man.
It'll still be just a one-score game.
Come on, man.
We resume play. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Mostert on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he goes out of bounds short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
On the move, headed right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That was your shot right there, my boy. I don't know.
So good at doing this, Kate. Buying himself.
It looked like your shot right there.
Finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
Check 59, check 59, cover.
He'll throw it.
Come on.
This one down to the 37. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
What's that?
That is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
On first down, Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And he could have a free play here. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So they'll decline this and take the results. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10.
Here we go.
Smith in the pistol. To the sideline it goes. He's
Good throw, boy. Good throw, boy. Good throw, boy.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders losing by 7. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Here's Genty. He's able to manage it.
Try again, Genty. Try again, Genty.
Trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
Brings up second and goal.
Jackson left. Line. Come on, shot.
Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Remember that Texas route. That's why we was over the middle. We ain't forget it. We ain't forget it. You got to bring us one.
Here he is to throw. Buying some time right. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
Check 58. 300%. Come on, shot.
Desperation time here.
Oh, come on.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders cut it to a
Good hookup, though.
this one.
Good hookup. Good
So to
hookup.
get the all-important
All right, 4. Let's go win this
touchdown
one.
late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Williams. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
down at the 31.
Back to throw.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout.
Get off, 4.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Looking to throw it. Connects on the crosser. Gets some space around midfield. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the first down as well, and move them in the field goal range.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams.
Way to make a play, Ferg. Way to make a play, Ferg.
Supposed to play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here he is to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And they get this down to the 28. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Throwing out to the left. Cut. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space. Your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
He'll look to throw it. To the end zone, but incomplete. They're shot there on first down, Brock. But don't come away with any points just yet.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third down.
Sorry, my boy. I got beat by the clock the last 2 times. I can't take an L 3 times in a row by the clock.
A run with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Yeah, overtime, I'm giving you the rock back anyway.
4th down and 6.
You know.
1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to be just a touch longer to close this one.
We on the road too. I take the
Everything
dub.
now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.